'Cause she has been here before. She doesn't cry anymore. No looking back.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Adventures with Amirah. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a health update on me and all of the stuff that was going on with me with the keto diet that I was trying in January and what's happened since then. So during the last video I told you guys how I was so sick, which actually it was a sinus infection, but I think changing my carbohydrate intake and just changing my diet so drastically like that all at one time just really broke my immune system down. There were things about the keto diet that also did not work well with me, and let's just start with that. Everything's not going to work for everyone, and that's just the bottom line. You know, each one of our bodies is uniquely different, and there were all these things that I had watched before I began the keto diet. People have left many comments. I was surprised at how many people left comments on that post, because I really just did it mostly for my subscribers to explain, hey, I've been so sick, that's why I haven't been posting, because I had lost my voice and I had all this stuff going on, and I had people, you know, wondering what happened to me, so I was kind of posting for you guys. And then I had such an influx of comments from people who were familiar with the keto diet, and you know, it had worked for them, some people that it had not worked for and they'd gotten really sick on it. So it was really interesting, and a lot of people are recommending for me to watch Dr. Berg and Dr. Fung and different ones like that, and I was already subscribed to all of them, so a lot of the information that I got I already had, you know, before they told me, but there's been a few other things that I've looked into since then. And honestly, I finally saw my doctor. I told you guys I was getting a new doctor. So I finally saw my doctor this past week, and thank you God, he is such a nice doctor. I mean, his office staff was super sweet, and sometimes it's hard when you're used to one doctor and you have to change and you have to explain all your health issues, and Lord knows I have quite a few between the PCOS and the skin cancer and all these different things. And of course this whole journey is about me trying to control my insulin resistance. So I was talking to him, and he was doing just a general checkup. I go in for a full physical soon. We're doing lab work. They couldn't get me in for labs until the end of this week, and then I have to have an ultrasound next week. I have to have a mammogram and an ultrasound of my neck. So he looks at my neck and he's like, huh, this looks interesting. And he starts feeling my throat. So apparently now I have an enlarged thyroid. He said, have you ever had any thyroid issues before? And I was like, no sir, I go into the doctor all the time and they're always checking my thyroid, just probably because of the insulin resistance and stuff. They like to keep tabs on that. He was like, well, have you been doing anything different? So I told him my whole, you know, escapade with the keto diet, and he was concerned about that, which I did not realize that when you're going into ketosis, which literally means starvation, like when you look at what a starvation diet is and a keto diet, I would say that they're very similar, and I'll leave a link for someone down below for you guys that has an interesting take on that in case you're interested. But when you cut so many carbohydrates out of your diet like that, there are so many other health ramifications that can come from that, especially probably if you're not being monitored by a doctor and according to your body type. Apparently my body was like, no to the keto diet. One of the health ramifications is that it can affect your thyroid function. Well, I did not know that. And now that I've done more research, and it's interesting when you're doing medical research, for me anyway, the biologist in me has to do it in a very certain way to find the information that I'm looking for. So just because you do keto diet or symptoms or things like that, you may not actually get some of the information. You have to plug in sometimes specific symptoms that you have to find information on a lot of the medical sites. And apparently when you cut down on carbohydrates, it can severely affect your thyroid to the point to where your thyroid can start being very confused and slow down your metabolism. So I'm very concerned now. I have to have an ultrasound on my thyroid, and I'm not saying that my thyroid issue and the keto diet are related. Obviously we haven't done, you know, enough experimental testing and, you know, stuff like that. I'm just saying, for me personally, I never had any issues with my thyroid before I did the keto diet, and they do full thyroid workups on me more than once a year with my diabetes and my other health issues. So I find that very suspicious, and this is just letting you guys know I don't know what's going on. Let's just pray that My thyroid is okay. I mean, God forbid I have thyroid cancer or something, but I guess if I do, it's better that the doctor caught it when he did. Thank goodness I went to see him and he caught something in my neck. I'm hoping that maybe he found a knot on the right side, and so I'm hoping that maybe it's just from inflammation and my body just having an adverse reaction to changing so many things within my diet at one time. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. I won't go back to the doctor for my results probably for another 3 or 4 weeks before they have an appointment, I think. But I do get my lab results as soon as he does because I'm signed up online. So I'm excited to see where I'm at. I'm really counting that I'm starting from right now. When I get this new set of labs, we'll see what my liver function is looking like. We'll see what my thyroid is doing. We'll see what my hemoglobin A1C is to see where my blood sugars have been so that I can kind of get on a path to wellness from here. Another issue that I'm having, lo and behold, I think I'm allergic to freaking stevia. Can you believe that? So I read all this stuff about stevia and how great it is, and you know how it's a much more natural sweetener, especially if you get pure leaf and you get the actual stevia, not stuff that has a lot of additives. And in the beginning of the keto diet, I was switching slowly from Splenda to stevia, and I was doing so much better, and I talked to you guys about it, but I noticed my stomach would be upset sometimes. And because I have so many other issues always going on, I was like, oh, you know, it's probably nothing. I normally can eat an Activia yogurt or take extra probiotics, and it will kind of get me back on track to where I don't feel nauseous and stuff. So, and I'd weaned my coffee down. I was really thinking I was drinking too many cups of coffee because I was drinking 3 cups of coffee, and caffeine can, you know, just overstimulate you anyway. So I thought maybe it's the caffeine. So I weaned myself off the Splenda, and when I started using just 2 packs of stevia at a time, I started getting sick again. I was like, I wonder, is it the stevia? Lo and behold, last week I decided to make a healthy birthday dessert for my wonderful, loving husband. He turned 37 last week, and he likes cheesecake, so I was going to make this cheesecake, and it was a more healthy option. He actually needs the calories. He's one of those people that can just eat like a furnace and never gain any weight, but I was like, okay, I'm going to make some, you know, that's got ingredients that he can eat and I can eat, and we can enjoy this dessert together. My daughter and I both, oh no, it was bad news. And I thought, that evening I started feeling sick, and I was like, this is just like I started feeling when I was switching to stevia, but it was more stevia, of course, in a dessert than you would just have in a little cup of coffee. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hope, and I was like, let's just hope I haven't picked up a stomach bug or something from the schools or something like that. And I was like, please don't tell me that my poor husband's going to get sick from his birthday dessert. He didn't really eat that much that night, a little bit. My son ate all of it, but he didn't get sick. And I don't know if my daughter and I just have a sensitivity to it or not. So I thought, okay, maybe she and I just got something that had nothing to do with the dessert. So I didn't really have coffee the next day. I wasn't feeling that well. As soon as I started using stevia again, I got sick again. Stopped stevia for a day. I was fine. I used stevia again the next day because I think I'm just getting over maybe I had a stomach bug or something like that. It's the freaking stevia. I cannot believe that. I'm like, I just bought all this stevia. I had such high hopes. And I mean, if I can't even have 2 packets of stevia a day, that's not that much. You know, I was planning on hopefully being able to use it in the future. But I was reading online that if you're not getting, I forget, something about the FDA has not really approved stevia for a long time as a food supplement. It's more considered a healthcare supplement, but not for food use. And then they're trying to change the legislature for that, and now you can get it in health food stores, but the pure brand of it is harder to come by. It was like this whole thing, and I was like, why are they having so many problems with this? Apparently it's been used for thousands of years by, you know, other people that have eaten it all their life, but maybe just because I'm not used to it, I got sick. I'm not sure if any of you guys have had any weird reactions to stevia. Please let me know in the comments down below. What is the chance of that? So now, I don't really know. I like sweet things, and I've weaned myself off to the point to where now I can use 1 packet of Splenda. I don't like the Splenda's really made from corn, and I'm not sure you can even get corn in America anymore that's not GMO. Probably not. So I don't like that, but I don't really know what else to use. Obviously, I'm not going to use honey or something like that because that's, or agave syrup or any of those things. They raise my blood sugar super fast. So if I'm down to 2 packs of Splenda a day, I used to be at like 6 packs of Splenda a day. I guess that's better than nothing. But I really don't know what other sweeteners I could try. If you have any recommendations, let me know down below, and I will try to keep you guys up to date on what's going on with me. The weight I've already lost, I've at least kept off, so that's good news, but we'll see what's going on when I get all my labs and my ultrasound done. On a happier note, I also had my skin cancer screening this past week, and I'm skin cancer free, yay! It's the first time in about 2 years that I've gone to the doctor that I didn't have to have something frozen, burned, or chopped off. So that was a great day for me. I went in there, I always have to wear black because I've had instances before where they cut something and the bandage didn't work or the stitches broke loose and then I've got blood. Oh, what a nightmare. That happened to me once and I was like, I didn't even realize it. My husband's like, there's blood all over the car, and I had left the doctor's office and went straight home, but I guess the stitches didn't take or something. I don't know what happened. So now I'm always like all in black in case something happens, and I'm always like just prepared. Okay, just be calm. You may have to have something done today. And this time I didn't, so yay for me. One win for my healthcare journey. Anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by my channel. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye-bye.